I must say, I've interviewed a lot of mothers with deceased sons, and you're a really strong woman. I can't say that. I mean, from the disc records that are still coming out today to the Ton and the Don Julio liquor and the
Yeah,
interviews that are coming out,
they should have
you're
got
really
paid for Don Julio. If I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna get an endorsement. Y'all should have got an endorsement for that Don Julio.
yeah. But I must say you were strong and you're handling this very very well because it's a lot. It's a lot, and your son is all over social media. He's everywhere right now. I mean, especially with the case going on, everybody's making all the streamers are making videos and things like that. You're a very strong woman. Yeah.
I don't got no other choice but to be strong.
In Chicago, something similar happened where multiple rappers and kids passed away, and 4 or 5 mothers got together. And although their sons were enemies, they still got together. They held conversations. They took pictures to let the youth know that it's bigger. It's a bigger cause. Is that something that you would do in the future?
That's something I already done tried to do. I mean, I can't force it on anybody. I do speak to one guy, and Charles was dissing his son, and we talk like we're adults. And he have started a nonprofit, and I'm starting a nonprofit as well, or whatever. But I done talk to these people. Some people they're just not open to it. But when you got some people just not open to it, and that's okay because I don't force myself on anybody. So yes, I do have some things going on. Like I say, I talk to one guy, and my son was dissing this man's son, but he understood that it went both ways, and we are grown, mature adults or whatever, and we talk in the DM and things of that sort. He told me what he's doing and things of that sort or whatever, and me and him probably link up and try to get something together for the other kids that's growing up. Cause I do see some kids, they look up to Charles, and if you see some of the he tell the kids, I don't want you to be, they be on live. He be like, I don't want you to be like me. Don't be like me. Go to school, don't do this or whatever. Whatever. But I do have some things planned, a nonprofit that I'm gonna have going on.
What do you think Jacksonville police could do differently? Do you think it's something that because like at this point, a lot of kids, they're not even thinking about the consequence. They're just acting off of emotion.
I don't even want to say anything about JSO on this live at all. Because some of the individuals from JSO, they don't seek to help these individuals. They seek to harass these kids and things of that sort. They're not coming to the neighborhood and say, hey, this job. You ain't coming to playing football and trying to show them something different or whatever to make them see something different. They don't do nothing but harass you. You see them pull Charles out the car for fleeing, going 17 miles per hour. So, I mean, it's some good apples and there's some bad apples as well. So I'm not gonna even speak on JSO, but I know they need to come with some type of a program, or they probably need to go back and do some type of other training. I get a special unit to go out and do some type of outreach to talk to these kids or whatever. So that's what I feel like they need to do.
Okay. For everybody watching this, what do you have to say to the people in your city that the people who don't like Young, I mean, that don't like Foolio? I mean, Young and Ace just did an interview with academics that did 1 million views. It's a lot of other rappers that didn't see eye to eye with your son. If Young and Ace was watching this right now, what would you tell him?
I mean, I really don't have anything to tell him, but it comes a point in time where it need to stop, because there's only 2 places. It's going to just keep it real. You're either going to be in prison for the rest of your life, or you're going to be dead. That's just point blank period. And the thing is, we don't have to entertain these people, these fans, to make yourself look cool or anything like that. And I tell my son the same thing. There's 3 ways out: jail, death, or just doing better. Just cut the bull and just do better. Because when not only him, a lot of other rappers and stuff as well, y'all think these people are not watching, they're watching. You thinking people not telling, they're telling. You thinking these girls, your friends and all that type of stuff, they try to set you up. So it comes a point in time where it just got to stop or whatever. Whether he take this from me, me being sincere or not, there's on. I'm telling you, it need to stop, because if it don't stop, you're gonna be gone a very long time, a very long time. Because I will say that they're not, the police and stuff like that, they're not playing. They're definitely not playing. And people's talking about, oh, it's gonna be a RICO. Oh, they just talking. They talk. Keep playing with these people. Keep playing with them or whatever. And those are going to be the end results. But if you do want to keep making your music, your diss music or whatever, to get your millions of views and things of that sort with your diss, no, that's fine too. What I will tell you in life, and this is just not for AIDS, it's for anybody. Karma is real. You can have bad karma and you can have good karma. And the choice is yours. The choice is absolutely yours. And I know that so much of stuff have happened. We can't get these people back. You can't get your friends back. But tomorrow don't have to be like yesterday. You can start and change today. That's if you want to. And that goes for anybody and absolutely everybody. And anybody who's listening to the drill and want to make a mockery of people, whatever. It comes a time where you got to stop, because what about when your people pass away? It's going to keep on going on and on. It's childish to me. It's childish is I don't know what. It comes a time where it definitely has to stop.
So, do you believe more people will be arrested for what happened to your son?
Yes.
So more than the 5 that are on the screen right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and maybe 2 or 3 more. You don't know how. You don't know. And is this something that you're being told? Okay. Yeah. And none of the 5 are connected to your son at all.
I don't know any of them. Like, I don't know any of them at all. And that's what's it's strange to me. Like, if I don't know any of them, he would have never thought those guys would, we don't know. I don't know any of them. So that's the reason why I believe that it's going to be more arrests. Because I'm thinking, like, who sent you? Somebody had to send you. We don't know you.
Yeah. I must say, too, before we get out of here, Foolio looked really happy that night.
He was so happy his last 48 hours, and that's what I'm holding on to. He said it was the best birthday he have ever had.
Yep.
And so
he did say that.
Yeah, that's what I'm holding on to. He was smiling. He was doing his promo videos in Tampa, several of them. He was happy. He was happy, and he wasn't running and hiding from anybody or whatever. So that's why it was like he'll put his location on. He just felt free. He felt free or whatever. He's hanging out, and that's what it was. He didn't care about it. You don't think he's seen all those messages, bro, don't go, and all that type of stuff. He didn't care. I think he got tired of running and ducking and hiding and doing whatever. So I just try to hold on to, my son was happy his last 48 hours. Not seeing him on his birthday, he was happy. And when he ended his birthday, he was happy. And he had always said, thank God I seen 18. Thank God I seen 21. Thank God I seen 23. Thank God I seen 25. Because he never thought he was going to make it through those years, and he
Mm.
did. So that's why I have to. It's my duty. It's my honor as his mother and still his manager as well, that I have to keep his legacy going. Some people ask, well, she doing a documentary to get money and da da da. YouTube is getting money off my son. Blogs are getting money off my son. His documentary is going to tell how he grew up and the truth. Who can tell the truth than me? His album is still gonna be dropping. Like I said, we got songs on. I can make like 10 albums before this year out.
Mm.
I got songs on top of songs on top of songs on top of songs or whatever. So of course I'm going to keep that. I'm going to keep that going. I see some people that done passed away, and like nothing is just like blank
Yep. We see that a lot.
or whatever. But that's not going to be the case with him. We started Foolio label a couple of years ago or whatever. So I'm putting that into action. I have maybe about 5 people that I manage right now under the label E6PN. They're gonna come out with a mixtape soon or whatever. It's a contribute to Charles as well. So that's what he wanted.
A lot of people assumed because he gained millions and millions of views on YouTube that he was rich. How well was Charles doing off his music?
Yeah, so he made more than people that major who signed the major record artists to major labels. Create is great. He still on his masters, and he still made a lot. He made a lot. He
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah. Because I mean, we see the Holiday Inns and we see the Charger that didn't change, and
First of all,
I
they
know
at the Holiday Inn. That's the first thing. They had behind home to home suite. That's the first thing. Second of all, if you get kicked out of Airbnb 2:00 in the morning, you got to find somewhere to sleep, right?
that's
You
right.
got to find somewhere to go to something in the morning. So where else was he going to go? So I see the thing about the Holiday Inn jokes and all that type of stuff right there, whatever, and it doesn't bother me or whatever. But where else he was going to go? He trying to find somewhere where they can lay their head at 2 something in the morning. And so that was close. That was maybe 6 minutes from the club they was at. And just because somebody stand at the Holiday Inn doesn't mean that you don't have any money. Everybody don't have to flash their jewels, their money, their cars, and all that type of stuff right there. Some people just dress regular and you wouldn't even know what they have. Some people dress flashy and rent their jewelry. They rent their car. They owe the jewelers hundreds of thousands of dollars.
That's true.
But
I
what
see
we
it every
see
day.
on the internet, you're thinking they got all this money and the jewelry is leased. So we can't go by that. Some people live their life as frugal as possible. They just want to just be comfortable, and they got their money, their savings, and things of that sort. They don't have to be flashy. They don't have to be flashy at all.
Where did it go south with Queso? Because Queso's in pictures with your son. You know, you said earlier that you're very familiar with Queso and his family. I think. When did it go south?
I probably think when my cousin Zion was killed. That's probably when it went south.
Okay, because you know Queso's dad as well, right?
Mhm.
Okay, I know they're both incarcerated right now, and his dad is allegedly telling on his son or some crazy stuff like that. But it's just crazy how all these people could be friends and then, you know.
Yeah.
So, but I appreciate your time, Miss Mays. Like I said, you're a really strong woman. I was really friends. I was really friends with Foolio. I put him on a top 25 list, maybe
I remember.
Yeah.
He made the first list. He made your first list, the top
top 25 in Florida.
Then I remember you came and did his interview in the bottom. You had on your brown Dickie
outfit.
I know.
Wow, that's crazy. Cause I had signed Spot 'em,
Got him,
got
got him.
'em.
I know. Yeah.
That's yeah. So but and I always say this too. I said this in Fredo Bang's interview. I said that Foolio was one of the most genuine guys because Foolio used to shout me out in interviews and give me props, and a lot of rappers don't do that. Artists that are platinum and gold, that I can name that I helped out don't say my name, but Foolio would always give me and say Cheese my proper credit. And he never cared that I would interview somebody from the other part of town. He
Yeah.
never tried to blackball nobody else. He never was mad when I got uh my J. Dot Breezy interviews and Young and Ace interviews. He never hated on anybody else. I just want to say that publicly. He never hated. He never acted funny. He would still tap in with me. And I thank you for that. He was raised very, very well because he was such a gentleman.
Hmm. And that's why I chose to do this interview too, because out of all the interviews I have other big blogs and people reaching out to me, and I just felt it was right that I do Say Cheese first.
Yeah.
Because I know that you are one of the first ones to um always interview him and things of that sort or whatever. So I told Mark from Create, I like, Say Cheese hasn't reached out to me yet. I'm like, I'm waiting on him before I do them or whatever, because
Right.
it only makes sense
Yeah.
to do so.
Yeah, I just didn't want to, sometimes it could be too soon or, I wanted to reach
Listen,
out, but
these other people didn't care nothing about too soon. They are like, they lined up like, I'm like, oh my God, the big top ones too. I'm
yeah,
like, no, let me hold off. I'm gonna wait for
yeah,
Sean or whatever to see if he
right,
contact me, and I talked to Mark from Create Music because we talk all the time or whatever. I
right.
like, Sean ain't contacted me yet. He was like, well, I hit him up. I like, cause I hit you up, but I like, my message is never going to get to him. It's
Yeah,
absolutely never going to get to him or whatever. I like, yeah, hit him up for me or whatever. So
yeah. Yeah, I appreciate your time. And I mean, we have each other's number. You can always contact me for any promo. Like when me and Foolio was never a money thing. Like when he wanted to get on Say Cheese, I was just like, bro, just give it to me. Cause we would swap interviews and he would do me favors and things like that. So, with this new album come out, just keep in touch with me and my team. We'll happily promote it. And, luckily we could do another interview soon.
okay, I appreciate it, Sean.
I appreciate you. Stay safe and just keep me updated with anything.
Okay, I definitely will. Thank you.
Okay.